Hello, 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 hello! Oh, of course. My doggos say hello as well, my two huskies. You probably just heard them then. How is everyone? How's everyone doing? Oh my goodness. So as you can probably tell, some things have changed. I put in some work around here. Getting ready. P&G debut is on Tuesday, which, by the way, for all those who do not know me, thank you first and foremost for checking me out. Second, my name is Ruin. I am your wised, learned, all the adjectives that you can add to that archsage. And today, we're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering. A little bit of history on Magic the Gathering here. I have been playing it for almost 25, no, actually over 25 years. Oh god, I feel so old. Oh god. Oh dear. All right. But anyways, existential crisis aside, today we're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering. Now, the past couple of days I took off so I can work on stream, and if you're in the Discord, if you on my Twitter, I had an incident at work. I work hospital security. There's no easy way to put this. I had someone hold me down and pummel the shit out of me. It was not fun. I'm okay. I just want to throw that out there. I'm okay. Don't worry. It's all good. No worries. All right. Um, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna play some Magic the Gathering today. Now, my history with Magic the Gathering is I'm actually a former semi-pro. I don't play as much as I used to. But from 2012 to 2019, I traveled the country playing Magic. I've been all over the U.S. Met a lot of pros, played against them. I have a lot of really cool stuff and really cool stories that I'll kind of tell or get into as we go along. Now, I've covered this before. When I do play Magic, I'm not gonna focus on like talking about play by play or what's the best play or blah 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 blah. Like that's interesting to me, but from a viewer standpoint, it can get really technical really fast. Magic has this content creation problem where it's you either kind of appeal to like people who are enfranchised or you appeal to like people who are newer. And it's there's no real in between. The in between is very difficult to do. Um, Nevertheless, I shall do my best because that's all we can do. That is all we can do. But yes, for 2 hours we're gonna do some Magic the Gathering, and then for an hour, maybe 2 hours after that, we're gonna transition. I tested out the hand camp. It looks great. Everything's working great. And we're gonna play some. We're gonna do some ASMR. But meanwhile, is this even showing up properly? I've recently switched over to Streamlabs. I was using Stream Elements. It's a lot more beginner friendly. I should probably be on that. Um, with that said, there are some things that I am still getting used to. Huzzah! There we go. What is this? What is this? Why are we so big? No. Bad. Bad. I will get the spray can. Yeah, spray can. We go really hard. It's scarlet letter in here when computers start acting up. But also, so I don't want to waste too much time. Let's see what we pulled up. Let's see how our polls are today. English, welcome to blah. Yes, I can speak English. I swear. Mhm. Mhm. Just too excited. Missed streaming. Like I missed being away from this and away from you guys. But I know nothing about these new sets. I haven't looked into them. So like all my reactions here are kind of eh. not a bad uncommon. Eh, neat. Oh, that artwork. Reminiscing with your ancestors. A sorcery. That's weird. Oh, because it's draw 3. That explains it. But makes me wonder what they took in order to do that. You know, like, is that the start of like a long peace pipe there or something? All right, what's the rare? Ooh. Um. Oh. 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 That's pretty cool. Neat. And then just decent. Ooh, that artwork. Wow. They really gave their all to that. And this is why I love the game. All right, I have no more packs. So we're going to pick up. I'm actually going to pick up from a draft that I'm in the middle of. I drafted a white green little kid deck. It's mostly white. I honestly was going to be mono white until we got to this guy, which was like pack 3, and it's like, ah, well, you know, I like my opponents not being able to play the game. Oh, see, that is like the best form of gameplay. Not really, honestly, but like when you can just tell someone, ah, you're done. I'm gonna have all the fun today. All right, can I have a little sippy? Okay, everything looking good, everything looking great. So let's cover some things while we wait for an opponent here. As you can tell, we now have a logo. It looks really sweet. I'll have to add them in the credits. It was animated by Cloudsy. I don't remember the person off the top of my head who drew it. She no longer does commissions anymore. Funny story about that. um, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Oh, we got someone. Clorbella? What a interesting name. Alright, so we gotta figure out if this is a hand worth keeping. Um, well, usually limited is slow, so we don't have to worry about that. About this coming into play tapped first, this over here. Yeah, of course, you guys can see me gesturing to my screen. Later you can. But looks like it pretty much is. Like we have something to do on every turn, because this will be a coming in into play. This will probably be a removal spell to use. The only thing we're missing is the green, so I'd say that's worth keeping. Now we're gonna see what they're doing. If they're playing a bit more aggro-y, okay, good. So if they're playing more aggro, they'd probably put that into play untapped. Okay, so the fact that they're playing green means that we're looking at either mid-range, which terminology, I'm going off so fast in case you're newer to this or like so aggro stands for aggression. It's exactly what you think you'd find in Magic the Gathering and in any card game. You're trying to beat face. You don't want to sit around waiting. You just want to swing. Oh shit. I'm sorry, I was mid joke there, but okay. Um, so with this coming down, I probably could have snuck 2 damage by, but I decided against it. But this looks like it might be a 3-color deck. That was my oh shit. Um, could be, which is interesting choice because no one drafts green blue. Uh, so green blue, no one drafts because green blue are very opposite colors. I mean, literally they're opposite of each other on the wheel. I don't. Yeah. Oh, good. You. So you can see here, looking at the deck, you have the color wheel. This has been what it's like ever since '93. White, green, blue, red, black. Each color is opposed by 2 colors. Each color is complemented by 2 colors. Blue and green oppose each other, so they have different themes, different mechanics, all of that. Blue's usually more about spells, green's more about creatures. A lot of newer players like green because it's a lot easier to understand. Okay, well that's some major womp womp. I did not get the land. Annie! Annie, it's good to see you. How you doing, Annie? Oh my goodness. Hello, hello. I have to for this. Annie's so wonderful. Really and truly. She's really big in the ASMR community. Like, okay. I can't go swinging. And I highly recommend just checking her out. She's an absolute sweetheart. Good artist too. Like, really good. I've chilled in her streams more than a few times. I try not to promote people unless I know them or unless I'm okay with them. And 100% okay with Annie. Yeah, no, anytime. Thank you so much for stopping by. How you doing? What's going on? So we're a land behind. That's not good. What that means is we're going slower than them, and they're going to be able to cast bigger spells than us. And I'm kind of concerned, but we're not out of this yet because like if we catch up on a land, plus boom, boom. Oh, so Annie, how's your day been? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? Um, we could risk it, but I'll just keep that there because that's a guaranteed land. Plus, that's a 5/4. So this is power, that's toughness. Power, toughness. Power is its attack, toughness is its defense. If your toughness is less than someone's power, they die. You're doing okay? That's good to hear, Annie. How's stream been going for you? Like, what you been up to? I haven't caught the latest one. Sippy sippy. So right now we're kind of at a standstill to an extent. Uh, hmm, fascinating. The problem is that they have flyers. These two have flying, as you can see by hovering. So that means that they can go over the top of mine. That's not good. Trying to finalize your design. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Have you been like finalizing it on stream? Can you show me or show us? That's exciting. I'm like gonna go total old school and be like, tell me more, tell me more. Who doesn't love Grease? Hmm. So the reason why I kept that because there's a guaranteed force, even though I'm paying 2 for it. Now we just hang on to that. We do not go swinging here. Um, yeah, so they're gonna drop some more flyers here, which really sucks. But we're gonna respond by pushing. And by pushing, I mean we're gonna turn around, we're gonna take these guys, we're gonna turn them sideways and say, hey, think. Probably not, honestly, because I'm looking at this and I'm going, hmm, I thought so. I thought they were 3 colors. Oh, well, of course, yeah. They have the land base for 3 colors, but yes, they have to be 3 colors to have these and these. So yeah, playing more flyers is not going to put us in a good position here. These guys will just be able to keep going over the top and chipping at us, and we won't be able to get into this, which is a problem. Now, what they might do is have this become a copy of this bat. And this bat's just gonna suck. No, quite literally, it's gonna come over here, bite my neck. Oh my goodness. Okay. But this thing has the ability to change into. Now we do have an out, fortunately. I have a board wipe in this deck somewhere, but there's only one of them. So we gotta find it. So I don't want to burn through that at this point. Okay. I really would rather hit that. Um, Problem is if I try to crack back, if I try to swing back here, they're going to just straight up kill me on the swing back. So this is getting to a concept called tempo. Tempo is where it's who can win, who's the beatdown, who's the aggro, or like who's the beatdown, who's the control. Right now I'm the control. In any game, this can be applied outside of Magic even. Um, you have one person that's trying to end the game, one person that wants to keep the game longer so they can end the game. Okay? And right now he is the beatdown. Um, hmm. How many caves do you have? Is this going to be a problem? The reason why I'm asking is I can activate this guy at the end of his turn, but also that's a lot of damage coming my way. So like, I gotta start doing something about it. So, whew, that's a tough situation. Tough, tough situation. Um, Explore, explore. Oh my goodness. I might have to fix the lands on this. Okay. So we're taller, as in our guys are bigger, but these flyers are gonna kill us. So like I'm gonna have to do something I don't want to do. Um, at the same time, dumped those. That got me a little closer. So we have one out of 23 for the board wipe that I need. Okay. Which if we find that board wipe, that'll radically change this game. Radically, radically change the game, which is exactly what we're trying to do here. Is we kind of have to start searching for that silver bullet. Bullet. Oh yes. I swear English is my first language. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, how's everyone doing? What's been going on in your lives? Aside from that kind of little terrorizing incident that got me 5 days off of work. Um, I've mostly just been chilling. I had Friendsgiving. Does anyone else do that? Like, have a Thanksgiving and then they do a Thanksgiving with friends? Um, I always really enjoy it. It's nice to spend some time, not just with the family, because that's always a given, but like to set aside time to spend with the friends too. Just because um, time spent with people is actually the most important thing you can do in life. Really and truly, having people that you care about. Oh gods. Middle of being wholesome and then oh gods. Okay. So we're probably not winning this unless we top deck that. So I mean, they are going straight for the kill here. My best bet, and I don't like doing this, is actually to just take that out. And that's a good thing for them. But that's mostly so that way I don't die here. But yeah, so time spent with the family, time spent with friends. I had a lovely Friendsgiving. Like I had a lovely Thanksgiving, but I've always told, and that's the end. So like even though I can take this, I can swing back, and this hypothetically would be enough to kill them. They don't have trample. Trample is where extra damage would go over the top. So I'm just gonna see what they do. But yeah, like I've told this to my family. It's a joke, but it's not. If my Friendsgiving and my Thanksgiving ever align, you will not see me at Thanksgiving. That's because a really good friend of mine who hosts it, he's actually a chef. Like that is his job. And my God, when everything is made fresh, like everything is cooked right, it is delicious. So good. Mm, um, okay. So yeah, I don't have enough to stop them on the crackback. So I'm gonna GG and concede. And then I'm gonna check our land base out. Because I thought I shorted myself a land, but like I thought I did it in a way. Yeah, that might have just been luck. But yeah, no, it was just nice. Especially like considering which, if you ever have some negative event happen to you, something really bad, one, go to a therapist as soon as you can, go see a doctor, get the appropriate help. Okay? Two, and I cannot emphasize enough, even if it's going to be a bit before you get that help, or even if the help's right away, don't spend time thinking about it. Just because there's only so much you can really do or say, or like that event has passed. Learn the lessons from it and move on. Thinking about it, probably not going to help out in the long run. Okay. I think I have enough gold up here to do another draft after this, and I'll kind of explain my thought process behind this as I draft, and then we'll go and play some Brawl. Taking a sippy, taking a sippy. But yeah, so I've added some updates to the stream. Um, the logo is now in place everywhere. There are actual chat boxes everywhere. It looks fantastic. I love it. Like the chat boxes are in the right place. Um, what else? Oh, and there are alerts. So on the off chance that we get a new follower this stream, which that'd be fantastic. We're at 5 away. 5 away before I can give you guys emotes. Like that's what I want. I'm not kidding. If and when I ever hit partner, that might be the end of the stream because I'll have the emotes. Oh, so we're on the play. Being on the play is usually on the advantage because you get to set the clock most times. But yeah, like I'll just preview one. Boom. That's what they look like. They're all really well done. They're done by an artist who's called Soap. I'll have their info in later. That's something like setting up all this stuff is tiring. Just because it's ADHD things where you have to like sit there and think and think and think and think, and your brain's like, no, no thinking, no. Oh, anyone else feel that way? Where the brain just starts rebelling and it's like, hey, we no think. Like, brain does not want to Brian. Brain does not want to Brian, and you're forcing us to Brian really hard. Oh, what's this? Oh, neat. So, biggest concern I have right now is land. But my hand is super small, so I'm not too worried about it. Also, this has lifelink. What lifelink does is whenever we hit someone over here, we gain that much life. So they're going to have a slightly harder than average time. Hmm, neat. Trying to kill us. Let's see. This is a fantastic card. So this is called a hate bear. I know it's a cat. I don't make these terms up. um, but what makes it so great? Okay, that goes on top. Hmm. What makes it so great is that it prevents them from casting spells on. Sorry, I'm having to think while I'm talking. On my turn, which is fantastic. Let's see. Do we pump him? Pumping probably doesn't do anything. Um, Drop that. Swing in for 3. I think the right play here, the right line, is to pump and pass. Don't swing. Hope to top deck a land. If we don't top deck a land, okay, wiping the board. Nice. That was the card I was talking about. We have a copy of this as well. But by dropping that, we've kind of hoink and interesting. So sorry about that. Um, so we've turned this off from flipping to its more powerful other side, which really don't want to have to deal with. Oh, interesting. And they know that we're getting a land because this guy puts a land on top. So what we're going to do is we're going to pump this guy up, ready to block, and then we're going to return fire by destroying this with this card. Um, is my plugin working? Is that plugin working? There should be a plugin for the stream. That's what I'm wondering right now. Is if okay. Before we go to blockers, let's blow this out of the sky. All right. And that prevents 1 damage from trampling over. Again, this is a toughness, so it has 3 power. Boom. Now, at this point, it'd be reasonable to expect a really big creature or something absurd coming down. We haven't seen that yet. Like this. This I'm going to hang on to because we're almost there, per se. Maybe. I might end up, because Discover 4 is actually powerful. Um, is Craft instant speed? That's a new mechanic I'm not familiar with. Okay, only as a sorcery. So when it exiles and enters back in, gotcha, it should be, um, yeah, has summoning sickness. All right. So what I want to know, forgive me, I want to see if my plugin is working. I should have a plugin that allows you guys to just hover over the cards and read them. It's really useful. But if it's not working, that's okay. So this gives us a blocker for coming up here soon. I don't want to listen to myself. All right. Again, they're probably going to do the same thing. Go grab, because that's free card advantage. That's a free card. Easy peasy thing. Ah, okay. So I'll have to fix that after stream. But stream must go on. Hmm. We just have to get two lands. So, like, that's something that is going to happen. Meanwhile, this thing is a crank, 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 crank. So we're just going to sit here and keep cranking this up. At this point, if they try to swing into me, they're going to lose something, which is exactly where we need to be. Hmm. So we're at what's called parity. Parity is where you have equal board state, and right now we need to break parity before they do, which that is our goal here. Let's see. And how we're going to break it is that we're going to keep cranking this up until eventually we get to swing in with two 5/5s. Easy peasy, super easy. But yeah, what is it doing? Let's go. So yeah, there's new alerts, chat set up. It looks great. Everything looks amazing. Um, crew one. By crewing, we prevent them from attacking back at us. So again, we're keeping that tempo up. We're saying, hey, if you swing, I'm going to block. I'm working on some songs for stream. I have a really talented song designer, artist, whatever you call it. Song designer. That's like some corporate speak there. Okay, so this guy, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna trade this away. Because they have enough, but if I swing that 5 in, I'm basically saying, hey, we can trade here. That's cool. But that just leaves them with two things that I can deal with. And this is breaking parity. So the way that this breaks parity is that it just sits there and it makes at the end of his turn, I'm going to make a 1/1. Just make a dude, make a dude. Just he's sitting there going, as dude just pops out. Oh, God. I love this game. I really do. Um, it's just, oh, that's even better. That's even better. It's been my lifelong pleasure to play it, and I'm so happy I get to play it on stream with you all. Like we get to do this. Like I could never have imagined this as a kid. Never, ever, ever. What are things that like put it down in the comments if you're watching on YouTube? Because I do post all these VODs to YouTube, unedited. I know. I have a lot to do. Unfortunately, they probably will always be unedited. Um, at least until I have enough money to hire an editor properly. I'm looking into that. But I'll at least sort like the ASMR ones because when we do ASMR, I know that's probably going to be a little bit more popular. But hey, it makes no difference. I am happy to be here with you. I am happy to be here working on these things, talking about these things, and just having a good time, really. Okay. What does this thing do? Alright, so it's a flyer that when it attacks, Gotcha. So, hmm. So we're probably going to lose this guy over here, but that's okay. Because if they take the hit here, that means... Oh, was not expecting that. I don't think I would have made that call, because functionally it doesn't really change much. They're also, like, we're both top decking, basically. Ooh. Ooh, that was a good top deck. But this is also the importance of holding something, even though I haven't been able to cast it. Like, because what I had on field was good enough. We could hold back. And now, boom. Oh yeah, I'll definitely keep that. Because again, this thing just sits here, makes a 5/5. Like, deck can go. But also, this now is a 5/3, which is a problem. And that makes a 5/5. Oh dear. So, some other updates while we're at it. While we're just kind of sitting here going back and forth, just trying to top deck our way out of this situation. And this is limited for Magic. Yep. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to sit here. Um, the Chibi model is going to be fully drawn by the end of December. I've talked to the artist, which she's wonderful, great acquaintance, absolutely adore her. Like I have all my artists, I have almost nothing bad to say. Um, Actually, I don't think I have a single bad thing to say. Like they've all just been wonderful people, and it's been a pleasure just to work with them. It really has. So yeah, they're just gonna make that guy super huge, which is fine. I'm hoping that they make the mistake. Doink. See? Mistakes were made. That is exactly what I wanted them to do. Now we just have to find a way to get 3 more damage in. That's where cracking this actually comes into play. So we're going to go digging, see if we can get something off the top 4. Hmm. By blowing that up, we prevent it from flipping over, which is what we needed to do here. He's, uh, they are going to block that 3/3. I'm psychotic, psychic. Yes, this wise, erudite archsage. Blah, 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 blah. Which don't. Okay. So again, looking over, they don't seem to have. I mean, they do have a backup plan here in the form of like gaining life, which is nice. But ooh, piece of candy. And again, we're just swinging. Alrighties. So yeah, we're just holding on to this because we need one more land. I know I said that like 12 lands ago. Ooh, ooh, that might be a problem. That's a problem because we don't have a way of stopping it. This deck is very weak to flyers. Sometimes, sometimes I am a lot better at luck than. So we're swinging out like this because we're going to blow up the field. That's why. This is the board wipe that they've used twice on us. We're going to turn around and blow up. Um, We're gonna turn around and use it on them to blow up this. Are we though? Because we actually ended up ahead on that trade, which is fascinating. Okay. Which, hey, look, it's Sam and Frodo. I mean, The Hobbit was really, like, The Lord of the Rings is really all about Sam. And that is a hot take that I will never change. Okay. So by pumping this up, these two now eat these. We're at 5. Oh, so we do have enough for that. That's fantastic. This is just a distraction swing. By swinging this, we're just saying, hey, yeah, if you eat this, I don't care. But that forces that to die. Um, they're probably going to sack both of these just to gain the 6 life and prolong the game. And that goes back to like that who's the beatdown. Someone's always trying to end the game, someone's always trying to keep the game going longer. The one who's trying to end is the beatdown. But yeah, what else is there? I'm working on getting the 3D model. That's probably going to be started in April. Love the artist. I've worked with her before. She's fantastic, really, truly. Um, 2D model. I'm not giving any spoilers, but the head is done. The head is done. Now, at the end of the ASMR part of tonight's stream, I will do a small little sneak peek of the PNG. Just oh so small as a thank you to all of you who have been here, who have sat with me. Like, I cannot comprehend people being willing to just watch me play games. Um, just because there are so many things you can do with your time, and time is such a precious, valuable resource that you cannot get back no matter what. And the fact that people want to spend their time, they want to spend their time with me playing games is thank you. It's really, really, truly quite the compliment. So we smash in there. Okay, we don't have enough for that big guy, but we have enough to do this. Drop that. Oh, boom. Drop that. That can stay on top. And that's pretty much game. Good game. See? Easy peasy. We do have to see what's going on with the lands here, because that's twice in a row now. I thought I was running 16, which I know modern Magic tends to be a bit low. In the old days, you would run like 10 lands, you'd run 12, you'd like it's steadily gone up because missing your land drops has become more punishing. Okay, we do have another one. Fantastic. Um, 11. Oh, gods. If that's 11. Oh, that would explain it. We are not running enough lands. Okay. That would explain it. So we got to cut 2 cards, which that's going to be tough. It's always tough to do cuts. It looks like it'd be safe to cut some creatures. Um, hmm, hmm. That one's not really doing anything. Hmm. Trying to decide what to cut is always the hard part about Magic. Like, I've stared for a half hour at a single card before, and just ended up shaking my head and be like, I don't know. Come back the next day. Do-do-do-do. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's actually the right thing. Cut my 2 flyers. I mean, the one that has lifelink we can build up in Tron, and whatever adjective you want to make it look raw and huge and ah! Some real fat dude. Oh my goodness. We're working on things in the Discord, going back to the whole. Yeah, this is my ADHD. This is the stream. It's just me bouncing around from topic to topic, topic to topic. But hey, you know what? It's my stream. It's okay. I'm having fun, and that's the important thing about life too. Is that we all just have fun. Um, is that we focus on having fun with the people that we want to have fun with, and stay away from the people who don't want to have fun with us. And not like that for you out there who are extraordinarily perverted. Or maybe like that. So yeah, we have a solid hand here. Nothing to worry about. Um, we're not going to cast this guy in 3, because that loses a lot of power. Instead, we're going to take this, and we're just going to bash in for 2. Alrighty. So this we're going to use to go find a white land. Now, we should have fixed the land problem. I was running 13 lands. What is it, 2010? I'm not even sure if... Hmm, interesting. That is such an interesting Punisher. So it's called a Punisher because if you look at it, that's exactly what it does. It just punishes. Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, it deals 4 damage. So yeah, it is a Punisher card. So we're playing against Red-Green Dinos. Everyone got a dinosaur. I don't really know this song. I just know the beat. Okay, what the... Oh, interesting. Interesting, interesting. So this is actually going to be more important later on. So yeah, they are attacking with that 2 in order to switch in to sleep in 4. Sleep in? What sort of adjective is that? Oh, my English skills. They deteriorate by the minute. Okay. So we do this to swing in, and then this will let us draw a card, which is exactly what we want. Um, I'm not sure if that's what we want, because that might be too slow. Because red is a color that's known for speed. So this prevents if they have... Oh, wow. I do not like punch as a mechanic. Hmm. Hmm. Neat. Okay. So yeah, they're going to swing in 7, which that's totally fine. Um, no, we're not going to block, because I like telling them they can't cast spells. Hmm. Have to undo that. All right. Had to think there for a hot second, but whoop. Um, so what's probably going to happen here is what's that? That's 2 to equipped. So okay, by putting it on here, They're just going to shift this equipment over here because that's cost 2, but putting a tax on them of 2, saying, hey, if you want to use that Death Touch equipment, you have to pay 2. Which they have, by the way. Like, that's not an issue. Um, and that's my boy, Bandit. Come in, boy. Come on. Come on. Huskies. Stubbornest dog to ever exist. But still love them. Um, so we're not actually going to block. We're just going to take it. And the reason why we're going to take it is that we have 2 options here. Okay. We can sit here and drop this and force them to have to block, which I'm a fan of, even though this is a high risk strategy. But by doing this, they have to block. There is at least 2 of these. Uh, and that's perfectly fine with me. This is forcing them to have to think about what to do, which that's also kind of part of the strategy of Magic, is like mentally taxing people. The more you can make people think, the more likely they're going to make a mistake. There's something in Magic and chess called batch processing. And what batch processing is, oh wow, that is way better than I thought. What batch processing is like, it's what professionals get into, um, where you play so much, and I'm sure, have you ever noticed this with like COD, with like other games, where like you've played it so much, you know exactly what to do in every situation, or have a good idea. Instead of like trying to learn individual situations, you just kind of develop a sense. That's batch processing. Because in chess is an actual solved game. There's a correct answer to every move. Magic isn't, but it is. So there isn't a correct answer per se, but there are a lot of incorrect ones. So again, um, we have an option to just take this, which probably will actually, because then we just crack back. Uh, yeah, hardcore, they have no cards in hand. We just crack back and hit them. Hmm. Seeing they're fishing for something. What? I do not know. But again, boom, boom. So they have to block at least 2 of these again. Now, as it stands, we'll be at 1 health, which is not the best place to be. Um, like, had they kept it on top. Now, if they draw any, that's statistically a land. Okay. So, them trying to swing. Boom. Go down to 1. And boom. Yeah, had they kept this on top, they would have won. So now the problem that they have is that I'm just going to swing through them. Alrighties. Awesome! So we've been playing Magic for an hour now. After this game, we'll take... Oh, hey, look, the game's over. See, their head exploded. Oh, that good. Okay, so we're going to take a little break here. So I'm going to go on BRB. Okay. All of you, make sure you stand up, stretch, take care of yourselves. The body that you have is the only one that you'll have. It's very important to take care of yourself, really and truly. Okay? And we'll be right back and then we'll get back at this. Oh, we only have one loss? I thought I had more. Nice. And we're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So we'll go back. Whoop bam. Alrighties. Bluffing in this game is not like real life. Real life, it's a lot easier to bluff, and it's harder, just because you can read people. But this game has auto pauses, and you can pick up if you pay attention to them. You can pick up on the auto pauses. Boom. I'm also going to be eating an apple. If you hear some crunching, I apologize. Think of it as a preview for the ASMR. Ah, brutish cow. Was that like interrupting cow's cousin or something? Anyone remember that old joke? Like that thing is ancient. If you haven't heard it before, I make no apologies about this. It's knock knock. Who's there? Interrupting cow. Interrupting cow. Moo, 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 moo. It's my favorite joke as a kid. What was your favorite like kids joke when you were younger? Like what one did you just enjoy telling? Hmm. got me good. You got me good. That you did. Mm-hmm. Yep, yep, yep. Alrighty. So like I said, I'm eating an apple. I'm trying not to chew in your guys' ears, especially if you have headphones on. All apologies. Just, you know how it goes. You start streaming and suddenly you're hungry. Makes no sense. Absolutely none. Hmm. Hmm. Neat. Okay. So we're pressing the attack before because they're short on lands. So we want to kind of just start getting in there. Mm-hmm. Interesting. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. Gale from Baldur's Gate. I am so in love with that game. I'm on my fourth playthrough right now, already in the Shadowlands, playing as Asterion. What I've been doing is I've been going through and playing all of the origin characters before I play Dirge, and like trying to roleplay them. So we might get a little bit of Asterion. So I have to publish the schedule. I'm going to refer to the schedule, but okay. So by using this very premium removal spell right now, we're applying pressure because they're at 11 life. So what we want to do at this point in time is that we want to say, hey, I'm risking one of my best pieces here because yeah, they're gonna um, throw more than likely double up. If they don't, I'm concerned. I'm really concerned. Hmm. Hmm. But yeah, so PNG debut. Let's talk about that for a little bit. Um, it's not going to be a full out, like, I'm not going to make a, I don't know, I might make a, one presentation or something. Um, but it's going to be about what you'd expect if I'm being actually really super honest. Okay, so again, we're probably going to lose this. That's fine. They can't cast spells with this in play on my turn. But it's going to be a long Tuesday. I'm going to start early in the morning, like 9 or 10. I haven't exactly decided the time. And what we're going to do is we're going to play through a lot of games and just have a great time and show off like this really awesome PNG that I got made a while back that I've been wanting to show you guys. Oh my goodness. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. Um, we're going to play a mix of games, probably some Baldur's Gate. I have Halo 2 downloaded. All right, like I'm excited about that. If I can get my Xbox controller to work, see, boom, win. Mhm. 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 So yeah. Um. Anyways, sorry, I'm trying to eat the apple on their turn and talk on mine. Oh no, boy, don't you act up. Don't you start. I might. Let's see. I heard my bandito, which if you join my Discord, links are down there, all that stuff. Um, just under stream, you can see that. You can actually see pictures of my doggos, my two Huskos. Let's see. Okay. Mm-mm. Hmm. Hmm. What is this, Pinkie Pie? Oh, I'm gonna send you to the glue factory, Pinkie Pie. You're gonna be going nay. I mean, I'm just talking shit right now, but like, God, seeing My Little Pony in Magic the Gathering, it's definitely something else. It makes like the 6, 7 year old in me that's like, no, that's girl stuff, and it's like, who cares? Who cares now? Like back when you're a kid, yeah, that was so important. No blocks, I'll just take the damage. Mm. Oh, can they just? Ooh, that's actually really good. That's actually really, really good. They can just keep tapping that. Hmm. What do? Okay. That'll gain me 3 life if we can get there. Um, do you guys do any of these like you do something useful? Ah, decisions, decisions. I think we have to keep putting things on the field. And unfortunate, like, hmm, 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 hmm. Let's see. Interesting. Okay, that's gonna cause some damage. Good thing we held on to this. Hang on to it. Ah. Trying to say 2 words at once here. Inventing a new language. It's a new form of magic language. Art Sage. Hmm. Very ruinous. Yes, I'm proud of that one. Alrighties. They're just gonna keep asking this question, so we're gonna give them an answer. Like, they're just going to keep asking this question. We're gonna give them an answer. Problem that we have currently. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. We're really stuck here. Missing that land drop really hurt. Um, Unfortunately, the correct thing to do right now is to double explore and hope that. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Totally okay with that. We just do nothing. Draw that next turn. Is that too? Oh shit! I only have 4 land. That was a misplay. I'm thinking I have 5 lands. Yeah, if I had 5 land. Duh. Here I am, start a stream saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm a former semi-pro," and it's like, oh, can't count. Can't count. What? 1, 2, 3, 5, 5. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no such thing as 4. 4 is a myth. Oh dear. Hmm. Hmm. So yeah. Um. So yeah, like PNG debut. I'm gonna try to make it a long stream. There'll be breaks because I do have to walk my dogs. Um. Ouch. Yeah, that's. I'm just gonna give it to him. That's functionally game. They had a much better start. All right, can we do it? And then we have enough. We have enough gold up here to go again. Hmm. As a heads up for those watching now, in about 40 minutes we will be switching over to ASMR. Specifically, I'm going to keep it in the theme of Magic the Gathering. I'll be pulling out my old Magic the Gathering collection. We'll do a Magic the Gathering hand cam ASMR. So I'll actually be able to wave at you guys, and you can see me move my hands around, being all spastic. Okay. What mistakes were made? Because I wasn't totally paying attention, but going back to the whole batch processing thing, I could see that I had 2 lands, and I could see, like, I didn't see what my cards were per se, but 2 lands, 3 2 drops. I felt pretty comfortable keeping that. Especially, ooh, oh, the old classic forests. Look at this dude. That is one giant flaming axe. My goodness. Are we compensating for something? Did someone hurt you? Take action. We're gonna go find a cave. Boom. Hmm. 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 So again, right now I am not the beatdown. They are, because they're gonna swing at me with that 5/4. They probably have other things going on. Silk skill wrap? What? What sort of name is that? Like, is that an acronym? Like, that's expected. Okay. I don't know why they didn't attack. That's weird. Um, that puts me in an awkward position. Not going to attack. The awkward position is I need them to attack so that way we can hit them with this whirlpool and drain them down. Begone! Down the drain. As I hit my leg. That seems like forever ago. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Getting rid of that. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so now we're the beatdown. Okay? Okay. So what we want to do now is we want to start putting things on the board. So I don't really have to cast anything else with this guy out, and I'm not really going to. Oof. Oof. What do these eggs do? This thing's just showing up, popping out eggs? Holy. Hey! Dusky! Dusky, it's good to see you. How are you? Oh my goodness. So when we eventually get merch, Dusk is someone who worked on some merch for me. We're gonna take what he drew and make it into a little keychain. It's absolutely adorable. I love it. Maybe if I have some time during the ASMR portion, I can show it off. It's really cool. But that's down the line. Dusk is also, as you can tell by their VT, is a VTuber themselves. Really wonderful person. They've been so supportive. Um, instead of like just hey, uh, instead of hey, thank you. Oh, you're getting ready for stuff later on? That's awesome. But yeah, instead of being like, hey, thank you for commissioning me, have a nice life, which is what most artists like, they've stuck around, and that's kind of cool. So I really recommend go checking them out. I trust that their stream is all hot tubs, all the time, most lewd stuff possible. Alrighty, so we are in a pickle because they got some big butts over here. Um, that's fine. We'll get some big butts of our own. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, what you're getting ready for later tonight, if you don't mind me asking, Dusky? And ignore the crunching. I'm eating an apple as my stream snack. Trying to eat healthier. No, I want to make this one. I want to make this a very positive space and like support, because firmly believe in like rising tide raises all ships. And I'm not a fan of those communities where it's like, those are my viewers, mine. Oh, if you can show me. Oh, that's sweet. Two, though, I also, that is sweet, Dusky. Um, oh, thank you so much. I also want to make this a safe place for artists. Um, I want to be as artist inclusive as possible and really have a safe place to support artists and help them along their journey. And anyone who's on the liberal arts side of things, um, because it can be very tough. Unlike science degrees, math, like all that hard stuff, those degrees market themselves. They do have their downsides, such as like not knowing how the history of things and all that. But it can be very tough to be a liberal arts major. As someone who is a liberal arts major, um, I want to be an advocate for that. What do we? Let's spin the wheel. What are we getting? Boom, 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 boom. I'll take it. Whenever I say I'll take it, okay, does anyone remember the old Star Fox game on GameCube? Like the Yeah, exactly. Dusky knows exactly what I'm talking about. Um so the old oh gods. That thing is huge. I don't have enough, but we're in a race now. Um so the old Star Fox game on GameCube, not like Star Fox Adventures, okay? Uh Interesting. Make the mistake. Okay. Yeah, we're in a race. Unfortunately, this is not a race. They're going to win. Um, think, but Star Fox Adventures. I forever just rent free have the shop keep living in my head. No, that's too low. Okay, I'll take. Maybe I'll play it on stream sometime. Oh, oh gods, oh gods, that's not good. Hmm. Hmm. I'll keep it. Basically, if I can live next turn, I win. If we live, we win. If we lose, we die. Not real life. Trust me, I don't play that high of stakes. Okay. So, what did you draw? A land. Block here, block there, and hit him with a good game. Nice. Mm-hmm. This apple's really hitting the spot. Trying to eat healthier, trying to get ready, not just for the New Year's, but overall. Um, I'm 255 right now, and I want to get back to when I was in hiking shape, back down to 200. That's my goal for like starting this year and with streaming and everything. Mhm, mhm, mhm. When I wake up, I'm afraid somebody else is gonna take my place. So I have a bunch of energy because I took a pre-stream nap, and I am such a fan of naps. Like, oh, I think a good nap can fix almost anything. What do you guys think? Like, what's your little habit that you like that kind of gives you energy? Mhm, 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 mhm. So we're a half hour away. I think this is our last game, regardless, because either we win, and then we win the whole set, or we lose, and well, we've already lost 2 games, so not much else to really do there. But I think what we'll do is that we'll draft, and we'll switch over to some ASMR after the draft. Okay. As for the end, so what we'll do when we switch over to ASMR, stream will go down really, really quick. That's so I can separate the VODs. Okay? And then he'll go back up. I'll have my hand cam on, and we'll do fun stuff. Um, let's see. Debating things. Yeah, I think it's objectively this, and then we just pass. Mm-hmm. Oh, Dusky, that's fucking amazing. I just checked my DMs. That looks so good. That's gonna be an awesome update when you get done with it. Just the sketch looks great. Love the hair. I can't remember the Japanese term for it. Um, but I know it translates to like idiot hair. Is that the intention to go for that, or are you doing a like lightning bolt theme? Either way, it's really cool. You have a fat, fat ass. Like, look at that ass. Look at that butt. Oh my god. That's fine. Hmm. My dogs are playing outside. He was scratching at the door. Okay, don't do that. I believe it. So here's a secret that all artists, like, it's kind of an open secret amongst artists. They all have a giant folder of basically porn. Sometimes it actually is porn on their computer. It's not for what you think though. Just because porn's the cheapest way to get nude models, and drawing new models is how you learn the human body. So I firmly believe Dusky has drawn better butts. Firmly believe it. Hmm, neat. So we play this guy first because if we're exploring and find a land. No, we didn't find a land. We don't have to reveal this. But yeah, no, like that's really sweet, Dusky. Definitely has like a Captain America-esque vibe to it. Question is that helpful? I'm not so certain it is. What do we have on the battlefield? Um, I don't know. Being able to upgrade two people does seem kind of nice. Do we want to swap here? Because if we trade here, well, I'm not getting a card. Okay. Otherwise, tap two on. Oh, okay, yeah. Like they can just eat this, and okay. Unfortunate, we kind of have to let them go. The best thing we can do is let them kind of build up their board state, just because we have this board wipe right here. Exactly! It is a totally different mind state. Oh, snap. That's going down. Merry-go-round, sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet. Loaded gun, let's cock it and pull it. Um, I could force them because they're broadcasting with these two lands up that they have some sort of trick, but we'll see if they do. Hmm. 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 I've played this game. I've been there. Um, is this worth firing off right now? I think so, actually, because I'm looking at it. Yeah, we fire this off right now, and looking at it here. Boom. We get nail two of theirs. I still have a full hand here, and so I can just slip in for two, and then we can just start dropping some things. Plus, um, ooh, ooh, neat. Do they have the three mana? They don't have the three mana. Hmm. Okay. Craft with an artifact. Do we have an artifact in our graveyard? No, so we'd have to sacrifice one of these. That's okay. They don't have the three mana by the looks of it. But yeah, no, like artists kind of have to train themselves to look at the human body differently. It doesn't become this lewd thing, but it becomes this thing that's just shapes and trying to match shapes and get them correctly. Um, I'll go into like some more detail about that because I am gonna do as Thursday Learn with Me ASMR streams, which highly recommend. We're all gonna pick a skill and try to learn it over the next couple of months. Um, Drawing is the one. Let's see. Submit one. This comes in tapped. Hmm. Okay. Well, that should get rid of that hammer though. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. So they should activate this hammer to destroy this. Um, they have to make this forces them to make decisions. Again. So by attacking, they can't attack because that should kick in. Hmm. But yeah, um, artists really do kind of look at the world differently. Oops. Oops indeed. Big oops. That's a big oops. That's a oof. It's a big oof. What generation is Big Oof even from? I think he's third. I really only know the first two, just because I'm old. Got 20 minutes left. Okay. Grab a sippy here. So, what's everyone's experience with magic? I'm just kind of curious. Wow. Wow. Was not expecting that. Rage so hard. I felt great. One of these days, I will tell my kids I scared a man to death. All right. Awesome. So, we'll claim this prize. Nom 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 nom. Crack some packs here. I'm not going to do the individual because instead. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Neat. That's a good aggro card. Excuse me. Plus, that artwork's really cool. I mean, it's a flaming demon with a mace and chain. Like, wow. Ooh. Human fairy scout? What the hell? Sort of Twilight-esque nonsense. Wow. I read this later. Like, what the? I'm just looking at the artwork right now. Oh, that is such sweet artwork. To any like, that is so creative. Nils Han. I don't think I've met Nils. Maybe. We'll actually see a lot of the artists that I've met because I almost every artist I've met I've gotten signatures from during the ASMR section. So like, I'm trying to be very humble about this. It's so dumb. Um, but like again, former semi-professional player. I've been around the country playing Magic. Sure, you can tell me. And I have a lot of really cool things. So like, I like just be able to sit and talk, and that's what the ASMR is gonna be. Is like talking about these memories from like 2012, 2019. I don't think I'll ever do it again. It was a lot of fun. Just the game's changed so much. I like kind of a more slower, and they've made it a lot more faster. Okay. Hmm. So let's buy in because we got 20 minutes left. And what I'll do is I'll explain my thought process as I'm drafting. Again, I don't really know the themes behind this set. I haven't done much research into it. Hmm. a cool card, but it's very hard to implement in draft, so the rare's not really worth getting. Um, oh, that's a useful card. So that's good, especially that's not. I'm not sure if that's first pickable, just because it does get you planes. So usually your first pick kind of helps you start to develop an idea. This is definitely first pickable. It lets you cycle planes and it's a flyer, which is flyers are really really good. Huh, huh. That's not a bad card. Good for Reanimator. Hmm, that's a good removal spell. So the old acronym is called BREAD, and it's like how you're supposed to draft. It's bombs, removal, evasion, attacker, dud slash defense. The D doesn't really matter in that order. I am not a fan of counter spells, especially now. Go back and counter spells were probably, but like now, yeah, I think the best bet is here. I'm looking, yeah, that's the best pick. Now the first pick doesn't mean that we're in white. Just building towards white is probably a good idea right now. Ooh, that's good if we want to make a token theme. All right, so we look at this, and I let's see. Okay, so wait, what? This thing literally says fuse dinosaurs together. That's fucking awesome. Colossal dactyl. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, that's actually an interesting equipment. So green white seems to have this equipment theme. That's a really good. I really like that as an equipment, but I don't know. Like I tend to hesitate using equipment just because that it takes a bit to get something equipped. So right now we're looking to do green white again, which no complaints. Sold. No complaints. I've been playing green white. Green white was actually my first deck. So since we kind of know what colors we're doing, um, that really helps. Hmm. Okay. Um, there are better, like, yeah, I'd rather take that creature. So since we have a good idea like what we're doing, oh, that's really cool. So if we get a bunch of caves, that's useful. Um, that's a removal spell. That thing is crazy strong. Wow. So the reason why this thing's crazy strong is it's a major tempo play. So our options are, yeah, no, I'll take the pump spell. Um, I like the force cycler. I also like the land that. Oh, okay. I'll take the force cycler. Tough choices. So like this special land is really good because it is a free card advantage towards the end. That just to jump something and kill someone also good. And this is just make a 1/1, make a 1/1, make a 1/1. Also really really good. I'm sorry. We'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that. Just dogs doing doggo things. Uh, so yeah, um, we could use more three drops, but also like the amount of times I activated this one, I lean towards this because that land is technically more rare. Um, ooh yeah. I don't think that's that good. Um, yeah, I lean towards the land. Okay, wink. Hmm. Awesome, awesome. That's also really useful. We're just going to pick one at random because we're not in blue. And one at random because we're not in blue. And of course, we get a mountain. Boom. Oh, neat. I will take the Cavern of Souls. Hmm. Let's see. I think we had one of those. Um, how are we looking? Okay. So what I'm trying to determine is what's the best pick. That thing. That thing is the best pick. Normally you'd get, but this really, really helps. If we can get two of those. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Uh, ooh. So because of that's it. I always think these are traps. Like some people like to use them, but I like to be able to cast spells on my turn and do stuff. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. 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 Um, where are we at with this stuff? See, okay. So someone's taking green. Uh, oh, but that's okay. We have enough that we're take the actually because I don't have all the cards in the set yet. So we need to kind of think about finishing the set off. Um, it's castable. That's a neat card, but that's meant to be like an equipment carrier. I would rather, like, we're better off getting, boom. Okay, okay. Going in, so maybe a few more creatures, but otherwise we're doing pretty good here. Sacrifice an artifact or a creature. Gotcha. Uh, we could spare some 4 drops. So we're playing more mid-rangey as my voice starts to crack. Hey boy, Bandito is here. My dog Bandit just walked into my room, so I had to say hi. Uh, ooh. Is that the better dino? How many? I think that is. Hmm. So we might want to reduce the curve. I'm looking at the curve overall here. We might want to fill in like the 3 and 4s a bit more as something to kind of aim for. Really like this guy, because this guy you can just keep sitting there going. Alright, but we're almost at the ASMR portion. Uh, mm, mm. Worth their weight in gold. And kind of a do nothing though. Hmm. Hmm. I think the right call is that one drop. That thing's fantastic. That thing is gorgeous. Um, do we pick up one of these? Because I do need some more three drops. Five is kind of the spot that I'm really suffering at. So like we're looking through this and trying to figure out like what do we need at each. Trying to figure out. It's kind of a pseudo five drop. It's something to do at five. Ideally, the reason why I'm talking about these is you kind of want to curve out. There's a five. Yeah, you want to curve out and try to have something to play on each turn. Oh, there's my boy. We might not get ASMR today. I want to. Um, just because my dogs are being super rowdy, and it might just be time to like take some time to take care of them. Okay. I like jumping. Who doesn't like jumping? Jump, jump, jump around. Get up and get down. Oh, silly Willy. Which, one more day. There's something I know, um, for those of you who are from Gentle GF, who know me from my work over there, there's something cool coming out soon. Very soon. Um, really excited. It's going to be fantastic. Really pay attention. And really proud of Nemo. Like she put together something absolutely amazing. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is just kick out everything that's not in the colors that we're playing. That's an easy thing to do. That'll help fix out this. Um, I don't know if we have enough dinosaurs to make naming dinosaur worth it with the cavern. AKA, do we keep the cavern in because it is another? No, no, we boot that cavern out. Okay. Um, and then we gotta figure out like what do we want to put in here. So what I like to do is we separate my creatures from my night. A lot easier to do, real life. But yeah, that card's a trap. That card's a trap because although it's flash, it's a win more. Like you're better off having something else. Good, good, good. Boom, boom, boom. And it's 3 mana, which we want to be as efficient as we can. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.